before I start, I want to credit these. PowerApps for Kids, Rory Neary and Pranav Khurana. So let's take a look at the steps. So these are the steps. Step 1. Create a welcome screen, add a start button and add this code. So this is the code. And step 2. Now create a question screen. Step 3. Add a timer and slide it to maintain time. So it comes like a challenge. And step 4 is add code for timer in text property. So this is the code. So the timer counts. And step 5 is add code for timer in on timer in property. So this is the code. So it moves to the next question when the timer ends. And step 6 is add code for slider in default property. So this is the code. So it moves when the timer goes on. And step 7 is add the label for questions and images for options. We might need options for the question, so we add the images. And step 8 is add code for the right question. So when we click the right question, this code should be added. And when we click the wrong question, this code should be added. So the difference between is when we click the right question, it will add 1 point, and when we click the wrong ones, it will not add a point. So let's go to step 9. Now create a score screen. And step 10 is add a label so it can display the score. We wanted to check how many we have collected. So we will add a label. And step 11 is add a code for the label. So it will display. So this is the code. And step 12, we should add a happy icon from the icons. So the step 13 is and this code for the happy icon, the icon property. So this code should be added. So it changes according to the score. What it does is when we uh, collect 4 score, it will show a happy emoji. So when we click when we collect a 3 score, it will show a neutral emoji, and when we click like under 3 score, it will show a frown emoji. So the step 14 is add a play but again button. So your player can play again. So step 15 is add this code for the play again button. So this is the code for the play again button. So it resets when you play again. Okay. So we don't want the score to double again when we play. So we are doing score equal to 0. So let's take a quick look. So this is the game I made. So I'll click on start. So I'll click on the right answer. Which animal stripes are on their skin as well as their fur? I'll click on tiger. It's the right one. Which is the tallest animal in the world? I know the answer is giraffe, but I'll click the wrong answer to check it. So I'll click on camel. What animal eats mainly bamboo? So it's panda. And under their white fur, what color is a polar bear's skin? So black. Oh, 3 out of 4. So it's the neutral one. Now I can play again. Then that's all. So let's take a quick look how to make it. I'll open PowerApps. Now I'll click on blank app and and click on canvas. So the name is going to be an uh, animal quiz demo and click on create. So it's generated. Now let's look at the steps. First, create a welcome screen, add a start button and add a code. So let's go to the background image here, click on it and I'll add an image. So I have the images already downloaded. So I'll click on the background and click on open. So it's opening, but the image is only half different. So let's change the image position. There are many options here. What we have to do is click on fill. Yes, it's filled now. So let's go to insert and let's click on media. Click on image. Now let's add the title. So I'll click on none. Click on image file and now here I have the title over here, animal quiz. So I'll make it a little bit bigger by dragging the handles. Okay, let's set it in the center. Okay, now let's add a start button. So I'll click on button in insert and here's a button. I'll keep it over here, make it a little bigger. Okay, now the text should be start. Now we are done. So let's add the code. Click on the button and now this is the code. Navigate question 1 semicolon set score 0. Copy this and we'll paste it over here. Okay, now let's create a new backdrop. Click on new screen and click on black. I'll rename the screen called maybe question 1. Now let's test this. I'll click on start button and then it navigates. So the next step is add a timer and slider to maintain time. So I'll click on some background color. So I'll click on fill and I'll click green. Yes, suits. Now let's just add a timer and a slider. So we'll go to input and I'll add a slider. Let's keep the slider over here and a time. Here's the timer and over here. Let's make it a little bigger. Okay, now it looks perfect. Now the next step is add code for timer in text property. So this is the code. Now we'll add it. So let's go to text property. Here, it's already over here, but we'll modify it a little. So here is it. Now let's go to this the next step. So add code for timer in timer in property. So this is the code navigate question 2. So question 2 is a screen. We have not added it. Now we'll add. So I'll copy this and on timer end property. Yes. Now let's paste it over here. Okay. It's saying wrong because we have no backdrop called question 2. We will add it so soon. Now the next step is add code for slider in default property. So let's copy this code. Now let's go to the slider and here's the default. Okay. Oh, it's good now. So let's check it now. Now let's change it to the duration to 20,000 milliseconds. So 20,000 milliseconds is 20 seconds. So let's change to when 20. Okay. So let's check it. Here, it's coming. Woohoo! Good job. Now we'll click on auto start. So when we come in, it will start automatically. Then now let's look for the next step. Add the label for questions and images for options. So add the label. So I'll add it. Go to insert and click on label. Now, so I'll make it a little bigger and the text is going to be what is which is the tallest animal in the world. Now let's change the font size to 60. It's too big, so 50 will be okay. Now it's okay. So now we will look for options. So let's go to media and click on images. So make it a little bigger and click on none and add an image file. So I have many animals over here. Maybe I will select tiger for the first one. Now again. Now let's add one more image. So I'll just copy paste it. Now I'm going to change. Click on tiger and click on add an image file. So there are many images. So I'll click on giraffe. It's really the tallest animal in the world. So this is the right option. It's going to be the second one. Okay. Now for the third option, let's just duplicate it. Over here, I'll change. So click on add an image file. And this time it's going to be a random. Okay. Now let's duplicate again. There's going to be 4 options. So I'll add an image file. Now this time it's going to be a deer. Now we are okay. position it. Now let's look for the next step. So this is the step 8, and code for the right question. So right answer. So let's go to on select, and we will just copy this. So we are going to add this code for the right one. So this is the giraffe, and for the wrong ones we are going to add navigate. It shows wrong because we have not yet added question 2. So we'll add it soon after we complete this. Okay. Go to on select, and we will copy paste it. Okay, now it's done. So now let's go to the new screen and click on blank. So now it's going to be the question 2. So now we'll rename this as question 2. Okay. Now let's add these. Let's click on green for fill. Okay. Now let's add a label. Now the question is going to be, what is the king of wild animals? This is a simple question. Now let's change it the font size to 50. Okay, here now let's go to the text alignment and we will change it to align center. Now let's go to the insert and click on media. You can even duplicate this, but we have to change the images again and again. So I have done like this. We'll duplicate the timer and the slider from the question 1. So I'll click on copy and add the question. Here it is. So let's go to text, and we'll not forget to add. It's already added over here. Okay, is it auto start? Yes. Now these are all okay. Now we'll click on none and click on add an image file. The first option is going to be the camel. Make it a little bigger. Here's the camel. Now let's duplicate this. The next option is going to be the fox. Make it a little smaller. Now let's duplicate this one. Okay, we'll keep it over here. And now let's change the image. Now the right answer is going to be the lion, so I'll click on lion. It's the third option. and make it a little bigger. And now the fourth option. So I'll duplicate the lion. I'll click on add an image file, and now the fourth option is going to be the bear. So let's make it a little bigger. Okay, the bear is found. Yes, now it's right now. So let's add this code for the right one. So the right one is lion. Now I'll go to lions on select, and we will just change false to this. Now this is the question too, but we will make it a score screen when we are going to create. So next one is the beer. Oops. Navigate score screen. So the same for the fox and the camel. Now let's change it to go. Now let's go to the timer, and we will just type here on timer. It's not navigate question 2, it's go screen. Okay, now let's go to the new screen and then click on blank. Now here is the new screen. So we'll change screen 4 to school screen. Okay, the score screen is over here. I'll change the background to V. Okay, so let's look out the steps. So we have created a score screen done. Now step 10. Add a label so it can display the score. So let's add a label. I'll make it a little bigger. Okay. Now step 11. Add a code for the label. So this is the code. So I have copied it, so I'll paste it. Okay, I'll delete this one. Here, there we go. So let's change the font size to 50 and we'll align center. So now let's add a happy icon from icons. So I'll click on icons and now let's put the icon here. Here is the happy icon. Okay, now I have set it. So the step 13 is add the score for the happy icon in the icon property. So we copy this code. Okay. Now let's go to the icon property. Okay. We'll now change this to, now let's change to smile to happy. Okay, now it's done. So now let's add a play button. Now let's go to the buttons and add this. So I'll keep it over here and change the text to play again. Now it's okay. Now let's add this code for the button and click it. Okay. Now let's change false to this. Sorry, false is not deleted yet. Or we'll change it to welcome screen. Be good. Or it's screen 1. Okay, now it's done. So, ta-da, you're done. So let's check it. I'll click on start. So I'll click on this button. So I'll click on the, this is the tallest animal in the world. So giraffe. Now I'll click on the round ones to check it. So what is the king of wild animals? So I know it's lion, but I'll click on fox. Oops, you're right. It's one. So when I click like, it's not 4 if I want to change it. So out of 2. Okay, 2 emoji 1. Okay, now you're done. So this one. I'll click on the round ones here. Oh no. Yes, so you are done. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe. Bye bye.